All right, guys. Well, we got you saw the crappie video, but guess what? This is going to be our first catch and cook video. So now that we caught, what was the count again?
I don't know. I think there's like 12 in there, maybe like 11.
There's 12 crappie. There's 12 crappie and 2 stripers that we kept. So this is going to be the very first catch and cook video that's ever been on the channel. Now, granted, I don't cook because I don't want to burn a house down, but Brandon has agreed to let us watch him fillet. So, all right, a little warning. Now, this video will contain some filleting of fish, so if that isn't your cup of tea per se, just forward the video's time to about right here, because that's where we'll get right to the cooking. Take it away, good sir. You had said earlier something about how people don't fillet the way you do.
Well, this is the normal way to fillet a fish. Just some people cook crappie whole, or
okay.
I make sure to get the bones out.
I hear the bones. Look at that beautiful fillet, that slab. Look at that. Oh, and he's cutting the silver skin off. You see that kind of thing on Iron Chef? Look at that.
You grab that door.
Next side.
I can go through how to do it if you want.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah. I'd love for you to do that.
I'll do it on the next one.
Okay, that'll work. Slicing off the silver skin. I'll cut that. Beautiful fillets.
Alright. So what I do is I find this fin right here that he just stuck up for me. Alright, I go right behind it, and then I put my knife at an angle towards the top of his head. There's a lot of meat right here that you don't want to get, so you don't want to go straight down. I cut towards the head like that, then I'll flip them around, and I go to where I stop my cut, and when they're fat, they'll have a chunk of meat here, so you gotta go straight down until you hit a bone, and then you get the tip of your knife, and you just run it right along the backbone, and you're gonna keep going down with the knife, and you'll feel the rib cage. Pretty soon the knife will go all the way through to the belly, and you should come out right above that fin right there. And then I angle my knife kind of down instead of going straight to make sure I get all the meat down the tail. If you go straight, you could leave some right in here. So now I got that part, and I flip this up, and then I just scrape till I get to the rib cage. So now I'm at the rib cage, and the rib cages go out. So you have to get your knife and go get up over the rib cage. See, there's the ribs right there. You want to get as close to that rib cage as possible.
Best fillet.
And you just keep your knife angle down till you get all the way to the bottom of the fish.
Awesome.
And then you cut back, and it'll stop because this will stop you, and then you come the other way.
Beautiful, beautiful fillet.
It's best not to do it on a glass table, but this is what I got to work with. Yep, and then you get as close to the end as you can. Keep your knife angled down towards the skin. If you keep it up, you'll miss some on the skin. You keep your knife angled down towards the skin. And then you just go all the way across. Now, see, all the meat's off the skin. There's the ribs. That's the other bag, so there's no meat there. No meat there. But there is one thing that you should know that I don't cut out right now. I usually cut them out right when I, if you rub your finger right along the middle, right here, and it only goes to about right here. I'll go ahead and do this one. It's very, very thin layer of bone. And this is all you need to cut out. You don't need to cut out any more than that. I see some people get rid of this whole thing here. You don't need to get rid of all this. This is all meat. A lot of people I see fillet fish will cut this all out, but there is no bones in there. So
that's awesome.
That's
beautiful. Just a beautiful fillet. Beautiful presentation. So we had fish tacos the other night. What are these fillets going to be used for?
I think we're just gonna, you know what, I don't know. I asked Kristen to think about what she wants the fish for, so whatever she decides.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
I don't think we'll have fish tacos again though. Might just
Trust me, I wouldn't knock it if we did. That was delicious.
We might just have fish.
Because the salsa, the pico de gallo was just amazing. Still want some of it. That's the two biggest crappie that were caught today.
No, there's
there's
one bigger in there, I think.
One bigger? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it about 8 minutes, so that's good. All right, guys, it's a little later in the evening. Now that you've seen the fillets, now it's going to be time to start the cooking. So we're going to go ahead and move on over to that now. So now walk us through this process now of the cooking.
Right, it's super simple. We got butter, Louisiana fish fry. Normally I don't use Louisiana fish fry. I'm a northerner, so I use
He's from Minnesota.
Normally I use shore lunch, but they don't sell that down here in Louisiana. So we're just gonna put some butter in the pan. We'll let that melt. Fish in the
batter.
fry.
I see he's getting the whole pan all buttered up. We're gonna shift positions so we get a little better view of it. There we go. And it's putting all the fillets Man, I'm getting hungry just watching this. Sure enough smells good.
You want to make sure you dry the fish off. You don't want the fish to be wet when you put it in this batter. It gets all clumpy and soggy.
Okay, make sure it's dry. Okay.
We got a lot of fish.
Yes, we do. All right, well,
just keep working butter around it.
just keep working the butter around it, okay?
That's really all there is to it. And I'll let
All
you
there is to it, okay.
be on the back, and then I'll flip them.
Just leave it. How long are you gonna leave it, Lois?
I don't know. A few minutes.
Just a few minutes.
Yeah. You always start to see the edges become crispy.
Okay. This is about as fresh. This is about as fresh as you can get. Caught the very same day, laid and cooked the very same day. You don't get much. You don't get much more fresh than that. All right.
Yeah, you can start seeing them cook around the edges, and that's when I know that I'm ready to flip. That's how it should look right there. Beautiful. Broke one piece.
Go ahead.
I broke a piece, which that happens a lot. It's such a white, flaky meat that it's really, they're real delicate when they're trying to flip them. If you're trying to keep the fillet whole, you got to be careful. It's all going in the same place anyway. So.
Yes, it is. More butter around it. All right.
This is how my grandma taught me to cook fish. Particular walleye.
Walleye. Yeah.
I don't think it's a big secret or anything. I think a lot of people cook it this way.
If nobody knew how and they watched this video, they will now. It'll all be thanks to you. All right.
That's just the first batch, and we got
a whole bunch more to go. Okay. Well, that being said, since there's still a lot of cooking to go, we're gonna cut here, and then we'll pick right back up where it's time to start getting the final look at it and tasting, of course. All right, now that everything is all finished, this is the final product and what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna give y'all a small rundown of the entire meal a little bit later once everyone clears the table or clears out of the way. Hold on. So the meal is of course going to be the fillet of fish fried. It's going to be potatoes au gratin with corn, asparagus, and more au gratin. That au gratin is going to make me rotten. So. And it's time for the taste test. As usual, crappie's delicious, and yes, I'm just sitting here eating this by myself. Nobody's present at all. Even though the cook, even though Brandon cooked it, for some reason they just all scattered, and I'm in here eating this all by my lonesome. Yeah, it's delicious.